Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Regina. I am on a weight loss journey. I'm documenting my 100-pound weight loss in order to get knee surgery. I love to cook, and so I provided today 3 recipes, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. One is a French toast recipe, another one is a chicken recipe, and the third is a Chinese recipe. I hope that you will go ahead and hit the subscribe button, follow me along. These are really fun, interesting recipes, and I think you're going to enjoy them. So thanks so much, and let's go ahead and get started. For breakfast today, we're going to be making Abby Sharp's almond crusted French toast with tart cherry sauce. To get started, we're going to make a flaxseed egg. We will need 1.5 cups of almond milk, then we're going to take 1/4 cup of flaxseed and put it into the almond milk. So this is our flaxseed egg. We're going to go ahead and put that in the refrigerator for 20 minutes. Next, go ahead and measure out 1 cup of almond flour and put that into a bowl. Then add your 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, followed by 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, ground cinnamon, and then 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, and then finally 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. Then we're going to take the 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, put it in the pan. We're going to get our bread and we're going to put that into the flaxseed egg and dip that twice on each side. Then put it into the almond meal mixture. Dip that twice or 3 times or 4 times. And then go ahead and put it into the pan. You're going to want to cook this for about 2 minutes or at the most 3 minutes on each side. Next, we're going to be going ahead and making the tart cherry sauce. You're going to need 3 cups of frozen or fresh pitted sour cherries, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, 1/4 cup of orange juice, and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. You're going to put the cherries and the maple syrup into the pot to begin with. Let that boil over medium-high heat. When it begins to boil, then you can whisk together the orange juice and the cornstarch together and let that sit on medium heat or simmer for about 5 to 7 minutes. So you're going to take one of the pieces of French toast that we've already made up, put some cherry sauce on there, and a dollop of coconut yogurt. It was really good. The only changes I would make is it was a little nutmeggy for me. I would put less nutmeg in, and I probably wouldn't put the maple syrup into the cherry sauce. I didn't care for that as much, but I definitely enjoyed it, and we'll definitely make this again with some small changes. I wanted to create a healthier version of Chick-fil-A's signature sandwich, so I found a baked version. It's actually a recipe I found on Pinterest, and I'll go ahead and link the author's recipe there. I did adapt a little bit, and then I also went ahead and paired it with a mango Caribbean slaw. Again, I'll go ahead and link that recipe on the description here. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so for the chicken, this is what I do pretty much every time I do a breaded chicken fillet. I will take the chicken, the pounded chicken, cut each breast that I have in half, and then I will put it into a plastic bag. And I don't use a tenderizer pounder. I use either a rolling pin or a pan even, and I hit it very slightly. And next time I'll show you on the video, but I hit it very slightly so that it doesn't break in two. And that way you get a good, thin, evenly sliced chicken fillet. Mixture, which is 1 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of powdered sugar, the paprika, the baking soda, and the cayenne pepper, and whisk those together. And then take your 2 eggs along with 1/2 cup milk and whisk those together. On 450, get that preheated, take a low rim baking sheet, put some aluminum foil, spray that with olive oil, and spray the top of your wire rack, and then you're going to place your chicken on top of that. Next step is to place it into the preheated oven, let it cook on one side for 15 minutes, then flip it again on to the other side. I did this like 4 times. I had a little problem with it sticking the coating, but I'll explain why in a minute. So for this recipe, it asked to marinate the chicken breast in pickle juice overnight. I'm not a big fan of pickle juice, so I didn't do that. However, if I were to do this again, I would coat it in buttermilk and put it in the refrigerator for 6 hours or overnight. I think that would help keep the breading on a little bit better. In general, this was a really good recipe. I would tweak it a little bit, like I said, with the buttermilk, but in general, it was super good, and it's definitely going on my repertoire of recipes. So for tonight's dinner, we're going to take a little trip to China and have some Hoisin beef. Here's a little preview of what it looks like. And so let's go ahead and get into the recipe. You're going to need 1 pound of lean ground beef, 1 onion, 1 carrot, Napa cabbage, 3 cloves of garlic, some soba noodles, and some bean sprouts. For the sauce, you're going to need 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 2 tablespoons of hoisin sauce, 1 tablespoon of coconut aminos, 2 tablespoons of sesame oil, and 2 teaspoons of rice vinegar. Your garlic in the pan for 30 seconds, followed by the carrots and the Napa cabbage and your bean sprouts. And let them stay in the pan, it's a hot pan, for about a minute until the cabbage wilts. The final step, you're going to remove the meat mixture from the heat. Go ahead and put the drained soba noodles in the mixture and put the sauce on and stir well and mix it all together. I really love this. Is the first time I've made hoisin beef and I really loved it. It wasn't that spicy and it had a lot of good nutrients in it. I will definitely make this again and I hope you'll try it as well. Thanks so much for coming by.